Everyone knows the most important part of cruising is choosing the right drink package, of course. And one Carnival brand is looking to make that a lot easier for you. And it makes you wonder, are we going to see this across the Carnival fleet rolling out in the future? Plus, the Port of Galveston has just announced a $53 million expansion of their cruise terminal ahead of a beautiful new ship named Jubilee. And Royal Caribbean peeps, you might want to listen up. There's some changes on the horizon for you if you're looking to live that sweet life on your next cruise. Let's roll the intro. Welcome to the Midships channel. I'm your Captain Corey, and thank you so much for stopping by the channel today. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. It's time to get into the cruise news. Let's get started. And of course, we're going to talk about drink packages on board ships. Oh, why wouldn't we? Everyone knows the Carnival Corporation owns several sub-brands, everything from Princess Cruises to Cunard to P&O Cruises over in the UK. And oftentimes is the case when Carnival wants to test the waters, so to speak, on new protocols, pricing, policies. Oftentimes these smaller brands will be the ones that they use as test markets before rolling things out fleet-wide. And fingers crossed, that might be the case here with some drink package changes occurring at P&O Cruises. According to Carnival Cruise Line, they've received a lot of feedback from guests who say the drink packages they currently offer are kind of limited. There's not a whole lot of diversity of choice, so to speak, with your drink package options. You get soda or you get alcohol, and that's about that. Well, all that is changing as P&O Cruise Line has now introduced 4 drink packages. So you're going to have a lot of options. Say, for instance, you're someone who just wants soda. Well, you can have that for about $12 US per day. Or maybe soda is just the tip of the iceberg for you, and you'd like to add on some coffees, premium teas, that sort of thing. Well, maybe the alcohol-free package at $28 a day is better for you. But maybe, like me, you want to get a little bit of a buzz on your cruise, but you don't necessarily need all of those deluxe top shelf drinks. Well, perhaps the classic drink package coming in at $50 a day is the one for you. But maybe you have a more discerning palate. Well, of course, you're going to be looking at the deluxe package. Mwah! That comes in at $62 a day. And interestingly enough, they're making one more change that you're really going to like here. Moving forward, anyone who buys the classic or deluxe drink package will also receive a free soda package called Refresh for any children 16 or younger traveling along with them in their cabin. That is a really cool perk. That's going to save you some actual money. So what are your thoughts on Carnival offering more flexibility in purchasing drink packages, at least at P&O for now? Is this something you'd like to see them roll out across the global fleet? Would you also like to see them offer like a wine or beer only type of package that might be like $10 cheaper per day than the classic drinks? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And while we're talking about saving a little bit of money on things, one of the best places to do that before your next cruise is in the Midships Amazon store, of course. In there, you can find the best prices on the best cruise essentials, things I will never cruise without again. I just revamped the Alaska cruise store. The Caribbean cruise store is looking fresh as well. It's all ready and waiting for you. It's a wonderful way to support this channel while getting something amazing for yourself. Check it out. There's a link in the description below this video. Now let's bring the cruise news back to the good old US of A. We're heading down to Tejas, Galveston in particular. The Port of Galveston just announced they'll be investing $53 million to expand Terminal 25, which is the one that Carnival uses there, in preparation for the arrival of the Carnival Jubilee in December of this year. It's basically going to get there 2 days before the end of the calendar year. The port has also recently signed a new agreement with Uber that's going to add them in as an official transportation offering for guests going to or from the cruise terminal. And I'm not all that surprised that they're spending some money to get the terminal all shipshape and ready for the Jubilee, as the terminal wasn't in great shape. Plus, you're bringing in a ship that's 20 to 30% larger than the ships currently operating out of that terminal. So what exactly does Galveston plan to do with these upgrades? Well, they're going to do things like fix the gangways, add a ramp, some elevators are going in, a new escalator, plus, well, the whole roof needs to come off and get replaced. Amongst other things, of course, they're probably going to make some improvements inside, specifically in the customs area, things that are going to help bridge the gap to bring in this additional capacity to the terminal. Now let's turn our attention over to Royal Caribbean and Celebrity Cruise Line. They just today announced changes to deposit amounts that they'll be requiring you if you want to book a suite on board their ships. Yeah, I told you we're talking about the suite life here today. The changes we're about to talk about go into effect starting June the 1st. You might want to book sooner than later if you're looking to get into a suite specifically. Now, what are the prices going up to? Well, for any suite on board Royal or in the retreat on Celebrity, your deposit is going to be 10% of the cruise fare per guest, $1,000 per guest, $100 per guest deposit. Now, one thing to note for Celebrity cruisers, deposits for Aqua Class, Concierge Class, and below will remain unchanged. Also, that will hold true for Royal Caribbean. Anything from Balcony Class or below down to Interior, it's still going to be the same deposit amount you're used to paying. Hey, it's time for a quick calendar check here. Oh my goodness, it's 20 days away now from the Midships Miami Nights group cruise. However, there's still some time to get on board. If you think 20 days is enough to book, pack, and get your base stand ready to join us down in Cozumel, Costa Maya, and Mahogany Bay aboard the brand new Carnival Celebration. If you want more information on how you can get on board last minute for some fun, and I mean fun, check out the Facebook link in the description below this episode. We have 3 port stops on this group cruise, and we're hanging out together in port at all 3 of them. If you made it this far into today's episode, make sure you get subscribed to the channel with that bell notification turned on. Also, I'd really appreciate it if you love cruising, well, if you'd leave a big old thumbs up on today's episode. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel today, and until next time, we'll see ya on the Midships. Whew, it has been a busy day here in the Midships studio. Got a new reel out on Instagram. Some really cool sounds from your Alaska cruise. If you're an Instagrammer, you should check that out. Put your headphones on. It's a really fun reel. Also, just opened some new packages from a new channel sponsor who sells luggage. I can't wait to share them with you here in an upcoming video. I think I'm going to reveal them probably first on Instagram, but then second, when I show you behind the scenes in the Midships group cruise. Thanks for sticking it through to the end. We will see you again tomorrow for some fresh cruise news. La